Later after that, they had threw a party in the neighborhood, and me and two of my friends, we all went to the party. And it was like bitches in there. They was like naked and shit, just dancing. They was in some of the rooms just fucking, all that type of shit. And it was the nigga who I was fucking with, it was his partner house. So then later on that night, everybody left, so it was just us there. So me and the nigga I was talking to, we went to the back room. And he was like, okay, we're gonna try it again. I'm still 14, we're gonna try it again. So then he was like, this time, he said, bruh, he said, don't stop me. He was like, if it hurt, just, I'm gonna stop. But don't, you know what I'm saying? So I just followed his technique. And that time, it finally worked. Now, mind you, I had heard rumors about how good sex felt. You know, I walked in on my sister having sex when I was 12. It looked like she was having a great time. And I wanted to have sex real bad. Like, I just always wanted to have sex real bad. So I always wanted to lose my virginity. So when I finally lost my virginity, I was so excited. Like, I was so happy that I continued to go over his house, like, every day to just keep, you know what I'm saying, doing it. So, that's how I lost my virginity. I was sad. Not you was excited. I was. And then it's so crazy because my mama was finna take me to the doctor again. She didn't even know I was having sex. And this time I wasn't a virgin no more. And she was like, yeah, I'm finna take y'all to the doctor for your checkup and all this, down the third. And I got scared. So I wrote her a letter. And in the letter, I was like, dear mom, I was like, I always heard stories about people having sex, and I wanted to try it out for myself. So I lost my virginity. I had sex. I was like, but I only did it one time. But was in the third, wrote her a long letter, and I folded up, and I went in there where she was at and threw it on her, and I ran away. And like 5 minutes later, she just called my name. She was like, Mario. I was so scared. I walked in there, and she was just shaking her head, and she was like, I'm so disappointed in you. And that shit just crushed my soul. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Disappointing me. But I got over that shit. It was what it was. Like, whatever, honey. Mom had her first kid when she was 16. She know the vibes, so. After that, I was free to, you know what I'm saying? I was getting my checkups, having sex, whatever. Yeah, I was 14 when I lost my virginity. But it's so wet, my leg. Stretched out. Now y'all got me in the storytelling mood. Yeah, she know the vibes. But seeing him outside of school, like, what you mean what? So I was confused because how the fuck he got hickeys on his neck and I ain't put no hickeys on his neck. So I confronted him about it. Well, first I broke up with him, and I didn't tell him why I broke up with him. And then the next day at school, me and him used to share a locker, and we had Spanish class together. So he took my Spanish book on purpose. So I went to class, and I was getting my book back from him, and he just looked up at me and started smiling, and I just seen the hickeys on his neck. So I just walked away. I was mad as fuck. I just walked away. So then when I got home, I was just crying, and I was texting him, and what was in the third, and I was like, bro, you got hickeys on your neck, this and the third. And he was like, really? He was like, my niece did that. My niece was sucking on my neck. I was like, your niece. I said, nigga, that shit don't even sound right. He was like, bro, this on my grandma. My niece did that shit. And his grandma was dead. So I was like, oh. I was like, okay, then. You might be telling the truth. I was like, you must be telling the truth. So I got back to school. And we was outside at, in PE. And we was playing flag football. And I was telling my friend about it. And I was like, we were just playing, like, running and stuff. And she was like, so what happened with y'all? And I was like, he said his niece did it. And she said, you dummy folk and you believe that shit. I was like, he put it on his grandma. Like, she was like, Mark, like, his niece, for real. And I was like, well, it's too late now. I done already took her back, so I don't care no more. So that was his first scrape, right? Okay. So then his second scrape, he was talking to some girl at a party. I don't forgot what happened with it. But anyway, so later on in the year, I used to be going to my friend's house all the time. And my friend, she used to stay in these apartments that had a lot of niggas that stay in apartments. You feel what I'm saying? So I go over there all the time, and all these different niggas that be trying to talk to me or whatever. So a couple of them I talked to here and there, you know, but nothing major. You feel what I'm saying? But it was this one nigga, because my friend, she used to talk to this nigga. And hold on, I just want to make sure my music playing so they won't cut it off. So my friend, she used to talk to this nigga, right? And we used to be going down his house, and she'll sleep in his bed or whatever. But his bed, it was on the floor. It was just a mattress, and he shared a room with his cousin. They had a mattress on the floor too. So every time I go down there with her, I have to sleep in the bed with the nigga. But the nigga was way older than me. I was 15. He was like 19, 20. So every time we'll lay in the bed together, like, he'll cuddle up against me. I ain't care about him cuddling up with me or whatever. But he'll start whispering in my ear, like, I want you, I want you, I want you. I'm like, bro, go ahead. I got a nigga. Like, he was like, bro, ain't nobody got to know. Ain't nobody got to know. I'm like, bro, watch out. Like, I got a nigga. So then it was our anniversary. It was me and the nigga I was fucking with. It was our 1 year anniversary. So we used to run out of stores and shit, right? So we could be clean, you know what I'm saying? So like we used to have like designer clothes on and shit when we was kids, so we can be clean. So we had went to Atlantic Station because I told them I got a date and I want to look nice. So we went to Atlantic Station to steal me an outfit. So I had went to Dillard's and I had stole me some Rock Revival jeans. I had went to Victoria's Secret to get me some underwear. I went in Old Navy to get me a graphic tee and some shoes. And then I was in H&M getting me a Letterman jacket, because that's when the Letterman jackets was in style. So while I was in H&M getting the Letterman jacket, I was just stuffing it in my bag. But I was looking up at the camera because I didn't really know how to steal for real in H&M. So when we was walking out the door, a lady just grabbed me and she was like, young lady, I'm gonna need to get your bag. So I was like get off me. She was like, what you doing? She was like, come up here with us. And she snatched us and she took us upstairs. So she took us upstairs, so they got our bag. They just pulling all the shit out there. They like, oh, y'all just on the shopping spree. So they just pulling all the shit out the bag for my date. Luckily, I still had my pants on though, up under my pants. So they telling us we banned from Atlantic Station. They taking our pictures and shit. So we just up there for the longest. So he started texting my phone like, where you at? Where you at? I'm up here. Where you at? Where you at? But he didn't know that this other life that I used to live. So I couldn't tell him like I'm stealing. Like I just got caught stealing. Like I'm on the way. This a long way, Marta. I'm all coming all the way from College Park. Like I'm finessing the situation as much as I can. So by the time I finally get on the bus and get to the movie theater, he pissed the fuck off because it's 10 o'clock now, and after 10 we too young to get in the movies by ourselves. So you know what I'm saying, we can't get in the movies no more. So he like, what the fuck, this shit that been me? I'm like, what the fuck you been at? I was like, bro, it just took me a long time to get here. Like, what you talking about? The fucking bus, that shit take a long time. So he was like, Shawty, what you finna do? So I'm like, what the fuck, you can take me back where I came from. So I was talking, drop me back off at my friend's house. So he was just treating me so wrong. Like, he was treating me so wrong, like just chumping me out. So we get to the, first of all, and he didn't even let me sit in the passenger side. He let his little brother sit in the passenger side and make me sit in the back seat. So we get to my friend's house. So he didn't look back at me. He steady got his face towards the window. So I was like, you ain't gonna give me no hug. He was like, man, Shawty, get out the car. I was like, what the fuck? I said, say less. I got out and slammed the door. So I knocked on my friend's door, and she wasn't home. So I'm like, bro, she must be around here at these folk house. So I walked around there to the house or whatever. So we get in the house. So I gotta lay in the bed with the nigga again. So this time, we in the bed, and he whispering in my ear like, I want you, Shawty, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you. So I was mad at how I had been treated by an anniversary. So I'm like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. I was like, come on. So we started having sex, but I wasn't into it. Like, and it was like, we went for like 2 minutes, and I just pushed him off of me. And he was like, why you just starting? I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this. So after that, we had already had sex. We had sex like 2 or 3 more times. And I felt bad a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not felt bad a little bit. I felt real bad. So I wanted to tell him so bad. But everybody was like, bro, do not tell him that. Do not tell him that. Do not tell him that. You tripping. So I was like, bro, this shit just heavy on me. I got to tell him. So one day, me and him was on the phone. And we was just admitting to all this shit we was doing. He was like, yeah, I be texting this girl. And I was like, oh, I be texting this nigga. And he was like, I had to chill with this girl. And I was like, oh, I was chilling with this nigga. And he was like, yeah. He was like, he said that one girl, she tried to have sex with me. He was like, but I ain't fucking her. So I was like, oh. I was like, I got something else to tell you. He just left. He was like, wait, you fucked another nigga? I was just quiet. He was like, Mari. I was like, yeah. He was like, wait. He steady laughing. You fucked another nigga? I was just quiet. He was like, Mari. I was like, yeah. He was like, you fucked another nigga? I was like, yeah. He just got so quiet on the phone. I was like, hello? I was like, why you ain't saying that? I was like, how you feel? He was like, I don't paralyzed. I ain't got no feelings. That's not funny. That's not funny, but he was like, I don't paralyzed. I ain't got no feelings. I was like, well, okay then. I thought he was straight. I just continued to tell him. I was like, then I had kissed this other nigga. He said, bro, bye, Mari. He hung up the phone in my face. So many tears just dropped out of my eyes immediately because his heart sounded so broken when he said that. Like, he sounded so broken. And I was just calling him back. And he was not answering the phone. So then the next day I got to school, and we in the computer lab. And one of these niggas that I was cool with, he was like, damn, Amari. He was like, what the hell you did this shawty? I was like, what you talking about? He was like, but this man going crazy on Twitter. I get on his Twitter, he's going crazy. He was like, you fucked him one time, then you fucked him again. I was like, oh my God. And everybody at school know he talking about me because I was his girlfriend. So we was just beefing for like 2-3 weeks. Then he finally took me back because he said he fucked somebody else, so we was even, which I think he was lying. So he took me back. So we was trying to build our relationship back up. So then I ended up my friend ended up going to this neighborhood, right? I feel like I told this story to y'all before. My friend ended up going to this neighborhood. It was called Shade Park or whatever. And so she used to tell me, like, well, there's be so many niggas out here or do that third or whatever. I was like, I ain't going out there. Like, I thought niggas over there was lame. I was like, I'm not going over there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it was one day I had got on Twitter and I was like, but them niggas lame before. I said they were lame or whatever. So, one of the niggas that be over there, we just got to arguing. So he was like, man, shawty, keep our name out your mouth, and fuck you, and third. So me and the niggas just arguing. So my friend was like, nah, don't argue with him. He the coolest one. So I was like, oh, damn. So me and him started flirting. So we end up exchanging numbers or whatever. So we used to be texting and shit, but he used to be trying to like slick act stiff on me or whatever. So so my friend, she used to be like, you be talking to him? I was like, yeah, but he be trying to act stiff, I guess, because he think I'm ugly or whatever. Cause I ain't used to know how to take pictures on social media. So I'm like, I guess he think I'm ugly or something. I was like, but when he see me, he gonna be all on my dick. So it was one day I had finally went out there to the neighborhood and we were just kicking it. So he walked through the door and he like, what's up? So he put his arm around me, all that time, like, you my girlfriend? I was like, nah. Like, you been trying to be still, you trying to be stiff on me, don't try to be cool now. So then it got late. So my friends, they was like, both of my friends, we was at one of the niggas' grandma's house and they was all together and shit. So both of my friends, they was like, it's getting late. They were like, all right then, Amari. They both standing in the door waving at me. Mind you, this my first time out here in this neighborhood. I swear to God, I don't know none of these folks. They were like, all right then, Amari. I'm like, what y'all doing? They were like, we finna stay here. I was like, where the hell I'm finna go? They were like, you can go to his house. I was like, I don't know him. They were like, they pointed at the girl, one of the girl. They were like, she gonna be there. I said, I don't know her. Like, what the fuck? They were like, you gonna be straight here. Like, he put his arm around me. He like, man, come on, you gonna be good. You gonna be good. So we go to the nigga house or whatever. So we just chilling in his computer room. So I'm trying to stay up for as long as I can because I don't know these folks. So I'm trying to, so he was like, you sleepy? He was like, you wanna come lay down? You come lay down. So I go lay down. He made me a pallet on the floor. Damn, y'all, my phone at 10%. So he made me a pallet on the floor. So I laid down on the pallet on the floor. So he crawled up next to me and did the same thing all niggas used to do. Like, he would start whispering in my ear. He was like, Charlotte, I want you. I'm like, bro, get the fuck on, bro. I just got my nigga back. Like, no. I'm not going through this again. I just got my nigga back. No. So I'm steady telling him, no, I don't care what you say. No. So he just begged me, please. I'm like, bro, no. So, it was like 3 hours passed. The nigga wouldn't let me go to sleep. He wouldn't let me go to sleep. So I was just like, bro, fuck it, bro. Come on. So we just started having sex. So the next thing you know, I just started crying because I really didn't want to have sex with him. I just started crying. So he was like, Shawty, you crying? So I was like, yo. He was like, you want to put your clothes back on? I was like, yo. Like, so I had to put my clothes back on. So he was like, what the fuck? Shawty, you just made me feel like I just raped you or something. So after that, I just went to sleep. So then the next day, like, we had already had sex. So we just kept having sex after that. That was like my little person after that. So it was like one day, we was at the pool or whatever. And we was at the pool and some niggas had came up and they started fighting all the niggas that was there. Them niggas started fighting all the niggas that was there or whatever. So it was the police had came, all type of shit. So I ended up leaving my phone in one of the niggas' car and I had to walk all the way to my friend's house. So next thing you know, they pull up with my phone and they was like, yo, Mario, come get your phone. And one of the niggas named Chris, he was like, and we just got to argue with your fat ass boyfriend. My heart dropped. Like, my heart dropped. I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck y'all answering my motherfucking phone for? I was so fucking mad. I swear to God, I was so mad. I called his phone. I kept calling his phone. He was not answering for me. He said, man, Shawty, stop calling me. Stop texting my phone. Like, on good. I called my cousin who used to be with him. I'm like, bro, what's going on? He was like, we finna come shoot that shit up. And the third. So I didn't know what the fuck. I'm panicking because I don't know what the fuck going on. So I'm steady texting him. I'm like, bro, like, what's happening? Like, can you talk to me? He was like, man, Shawty, didn't I just tell you stop texting my phone? So I got mad at fuck. I just texted him back. I was like, man, fuck you. And I was like, why the fuck I just say that dumb ass shit? And I steady kept texting him after that because I really didn't mean that. So I'm just sitting in the back of the car. Now we in the neighborhood. And I'm just on everybody outside just having so much fun. And I'm just sitting in the back of the car. And I'm just sad as fuck. And the nigga got the nerve to come over there and put